I'm Mrsonicthunder, and I'm ready to fight. With this week's big announcement from Sony, speaking of their release of Street Fighter V exclusively for the PS4 and for PC, I want to make it clear to everyone why it's actually exclusive. Now, there's a bunch of things going on about people who have Xbox One can't play, and it limits the accessibility of Street Fighter V, which is a very popular franchise in itself, Street Fighter, and it's limited to only one console. Well, we're going to actually talk about why that is and really clarify why this is going down. So, this game is exclusive to PS4 because of one reason, and one reason only. Capcom did not have the money to outright produce this game, especially the way they wanted to produce this game. Sony offered help. They offered money to Capcom to help build this game. When you get an exclusive, usually that's what happens. You usually take your money, your assets, as for my first party company such as Sony, and you offer it to a third party company, and if they accept, then it only makes sense for it to be an exclusive. Because if Sony is having their people, their designers, helping work on a Capcom game, why would they produce it to Microsoft? It just doesn't make much sense. So this is why this game will never ever be on a Microsoft console, because initially it's a Sony game. Now third party, but behind the scenes first party, because of the money. Money rules everything in any industry. So that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. Now that we got the cold hard facts out of the way, we can really talk about what this means character wise. Now today they showed some gameplay. We're not going to talk too much about the gameplay. What we're really going to talk about is, based on the storyline, what characters could be shown in this game. The storyline is set right after Street Fighter 3. So what does that mean? That means Ken's kid is officially born. That means Gil is taken down. People like Oro, Alex, and Sean are around. They're not just no characters. That's one of the biggest reasons why they didn't show up in Street Fighter 4 being taking place between Street Fighter 2 and 3. That really doesn't allow much space for Sean's creation. And the fact that Ken's kid was barely born. Now that it's being built after Street Fighter 3, wide open room for Sean to be reintroduced in the next gen game Street Fighter 5. Based on some of the gameplay, some of the visuals that we see also, it shows a little resemblance to me. I don't know if any of you guys feel the same, but it reminds me of Street Fighter 3, which rightfully so, being taken right after the game. Yeah, some resemblance to Street Fighter 4, but mostly the art style. It seems like an updated version of Street Fighter 3. Not to mention the stage that they're fighting on in the gameplay trailer. Reminds me of Yang and Yoon's stage back in Street Fighter 3rd Strike. I'm not sure if it's the exact stage. I'm just making a comparison based off what I see. Let's briefly put characters in the storyline that did not make an appearance in Street Fighter 4 because of the timeline. Easy one. Alex is guaranteed for this game. Alex is the lead character for Street Fighter 3 series. He fights with close-ranged grappling techniques. He's with powerful punches. His original story was to avenge the death of his friend by the hands of Gil. His friend being Tom. He was basically supposed to be like Ryu of that series. So the fact that this is after Street Fighter 3 taking place, it's kind of a given that this one is a surefire guaranteed character. Probably going to be one of the first characters to be announced. Next would be, I sort of mentioned it before, Sean. which is he's a young Brazilian Japanese fighter who becomes Ken's self-appointed apprentice, sort of like Sakura. So how Sakura is to Ryu, Sean is to Ken, and it just makes sense, being that at this place in time, Sean just wouldn't go away. Man, he's not just gonna disappear after appointing himself to Ken as an apprentice. So that's my prediction for the characters. That's my prediction for the game itself, and how far they're gonna really go with it. I'm Mrsonicthunder. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe, tell all your friends, and share the video. And thanks for watching.